Monique Worrell and Aramis Ayala both ran on the premise that the entire system was broken, that law enforcement are not to be trusted or incompetent. I strongly disagree with all of those notions, and they wanted to use the power of the state attorney to kind of control how crimes are addressed in the criminal justice system. And so what Monique Worrell has done, in my opinion, is too many cases are not filed on. Too many cases, when they're filed on, are dropped. And then too many cases that do enter a plea or go to trial and get a conviction, when the facts of that case and the criminal history of that defendant are considered, when those, in certain cases, when they should be put behind bars, too often, because of her own philosophy that's really anti-incarceration generally, she would instruct her assistant state attorneys who are in the courtroom to be lenient with them and put them on probation or even sometimes community control. And I've heard this story many times. And to be perfectly honest, many assistant state attorneys quit that office to go work for other state attorneys' offices in neighboring counties like Seminole, Brevard, Lake County, Polk County, because they want to be prosecutors. They want to perform that public service, but they felt that Monique Worrell's perspective and her policies were effectively tying both of their hands behind their back. So they quit. I mean, that's unacceptable. We're losing so many people. There's a gigantic brain drain, and it's a public service job. So people always make the claim, and Monique Worrell has, that she can't keep people there because she can't pay them enough. But the reality is that no assistant state attorney was ever paid well in the history of mankind. If you talk to people that were assistant state attorneys in 1985 that are now esteemed judges or were the heads of offices, they will tell you that their starting salary was like $15,000. But the reality is, like teachers, people become prosecutors and public defenders because they want to serve the public. Now, if you have an office that is run poorly and it's chaos, and you're not teaching young attorneys how to be great trial attorneys, and you're making their lives difficult, you're not helping them. And it's not fun to work there. People will quit in 1 year or 6 months instead of staying and working there 5, 6, 7, 8 years.